Oh, okay then, so it's ETS2 multiplayer. I'm just going to go on and just do some trucking. I'm in Swansea at the moment, going to head all the way down to south of Italy. Fair long trip. Keep me busy for a while, give me something to do whilst I'm just hanging around the house for a bit. I'm going to crack on, so I've got the job selected and then I've got to go and collect. Right, where are we? I think the camera's all messed up a second. Where's the way out? Oh yeah, I'm in the parking area and I forgot where I was. I had to sleep. I've got to remember in the UK as well, so I've got to be on the right side of the road. Ha! Fuel wise, oh, I don't want that screen. I want that screen, so see how much fuel I got. Hey, no entry, how you doing? Ah, you know what? I changed that. I don't know how many times. It just won't save. I'll try it one more time now. Give me a second. Let me move off the starting zone, otherwise that'll get... You gotta love the way YouTube does their thing. Oop. Oh, that's not the trailer, that's a wall. Besides, I think my steering feels really heavy today. Either that, I've just grown into a wimp overnight. Come on, it's not getting in. Oh, YouTube streaming fine when it works, but when you try and do the titles, ugh. Right, there we are. Let me tab out a second. There is my YouTube. We shall edit on the fly. When it decides to load. Today'd be nice. You know. That's really weird. Because mine says Euro Truck Simulator 2. Wow. That's YouTube then, because I've changed it. It even says there. Right, what I'll do, I'll end the stream 2 seconds. Nah, I've got another friend looking at it as well, and that's saying the same thing. If it's going to stay like that, it's going to stay like that. I can't... I don't understand why it wants to be a pain. It's just being annoying. Yeah, it's YouTube. It is changed, but for some reason YouTube... What? Oh yeah. YouTube just doesn't seem to be doing anything with it. So when I check it on what I've got listed, it does give the correct title, so... I guess they're having a little glitchy day or something. Either that or I am. Right, we are off. This will only be like 1 or 2 jobs, I'm not quite sure, just to fill in a bit of time that I've got spare. Yeah, I know, it's just YouTube glitching out. Hopefully it'll update later on. I've checked the stream listing, it's there, it says the correct thing. I've even refreshed the page, even deleted and re-entered the text. Nothing I can do. If it shows afterwards as that, I'll just have to go into the video afterwards and edit it, but whilst I'm streaming, I'm stuck. I'll guess this is Dirt Rally Euro Truck style. I'll do a bit of off-road now. There we are, look, a bit of off-road. I'm not doing any more than that, I'll probably get stuck. I think we'll slow that down a little bit, shall we? So what have you been up to, no entry? You been up to anything fun? We're on server 3 of multiplayer. Looks like it's pretty dead over in Swansea at the moment. There we go. Oh, holiday already. What, are you getting married in June, or were you married in June? I thought you were getting married. Don't you have a honeymoon then as well? I mean, couldn't that be a holiday? That'll just come across as really tight to the new wife, hey? Oh, indeed. Ah, good on you. Good luck to you as well. It must be a good one. At least she said yes. That's the main thing. She could have said no. Thinking about it, there's still time, you know. Could run away. Nah, I'm sure it's all good. Spin tires, I've always loved spin tires. It's a good laugh. Or mud runner, as I like to call it now. If you can pick it up on the cheap, it's well worth it. It's a completely different game to the likes of ETS, so don't expect anything like this. It's all about the physics, the mud, and working through the obstacles, and there's going to be plenty there, even though it just looks like mud and you'll plow through it. Trust me, you won't be plowing through that easy. Got to use your winch, or use another vehicle, or team up if you can. Teaming up is really fun in it, to be honest. I quite enjoyed it when we did that. Where are we? I can't remember the button that turns off the engine. If you've got some friends who play it, it's well worth playing with friends. You can play it single player. It's pretty much a challenge when you get stuck, though. There's plenty of mods for it as well. There's loads of stuff you can download. But like ETS, really. Seems to be a good little modding community behind it. So yeah, server 3, ETS2 multiplayer, heading down to the south of Italy. If anybody wants to join in, tag along, whatever, they're more than welcome to. I'm already on my way, heading from Swansea at the moment. I'm just killing some time. It's nice and quiet. It's relaxing, there's no other vehicles to worry about. Graphics are playing nice and smooth. And go across the bridge. We can get speeding offences. Yeah, same here to be honest, but I'm trying to force myself to do more multiplayer. Gotta kind of get yourself in there, so I'm trying to get a profile up. You know, it's not a proper profile, it's a little bit hacked, with a little bit of cache in the corner, but none of the map's done, so I thought that'll be nice. At least if the map's not done, I can kind of progress the map there. I might get a modded profile, but I'm not really too bothered to be honest. You know, unless multiplayer lifts off in a big way for me, then we shall see, shall we say. Tell you what, it is a bit nippy around here. Where's my coffee? That's nice and warm. Hands are getting cold. Didn't think that would happen. Dirt Rally 2 is what I'm waiting for. It's going to be the next one for me, I think. So that'll be released end of February. So that'll be, as soon as I get it, straight on the channel. I've got it... I've got it... reserved, so to speak. However, I'm not getting the early launch version, which you get like 2 days before. I just don't see the point. What, you pay an extra couple of quid just to get it early? Well, save the money, thanks. Have you tried it? How much time have I got to do this job? I didn't look. 66 hours? Wow, this is a 30-hour drive. I might be asleep. I used to do that as well. I used to buy a shed load of games on sale and then never play them because I never had the time. So I've kind of taught myself not to spend all my money in the sale and just pick 1 or 2 games unless there's something I really, 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 really want. Because I find most of the time I've added games and I've still got half the list I haven't played. It's like, can't bother now. It's silly because you think, well, you know, got games ranging from what, £5, £10 a go, maybe more sometimes, and still haven't even loaded them or even got past the intro, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. I was there thinking, oh, there's a couple of games in the sale I could have bought this time around, you know, and it's like, oh, what's the point? By the time I actually get around to playing it, it'll probably be the same price, or cheaper again. So I thought, nah, you know what? Unless I know it's something I'm gonna make time to play, then I'll just leave it. Whereas I used to think, oh, you know, I wouldn't mind playing that in the future, I'll buy it now. And it's like, there'll be another sale. It'll be cheap at some point again. And I know I probably won't play it in the next 6 months. And I know there'll be a sale in 6 months, so I might as well just leave it. Not too far to the edge, thank you. No, but Dirt is something you should really play. It's a really good driving game. I really enjoy that game. Had a good session on that last night, doing the hill climb stuff. That was really good fun. Enjoyed doing that. Learning the cars, tweaking them and making them better. Don't know what to do tonight. I got a feeling I might go back to Dirt tonight, but this time we'll do Rallycross. Because I was having loads of fun last night sorting out those cars. So if we've got 30 hours to play with, kind of tempting to sleep. That's if I can find a sleep area. Dirt is a really good game. But yeah, Project Cars is good. Forza's a good laugh as well. I need to try and get back into Forza. I kind of left it for the time being because I kind of got a little bored with it. Which is a shame really, because graphically it's a good game. And the races are good, but... well, not really, but it's just got to be... I don't know what it is. A little something that's lacking, but it's not a huge problem. But for me, it's just like, well, I've done the majority of races. I suppose I could go back and aim for a higher level of finish, you know. Yeah, possibly that could be it. There's, you know, it does feel easy to progress and get the cars, and there doesn't seem to be that challenge. And I know I've got the level quite high. It's probably not the highest I could go. Well, maybe that is it, you know? Because graphically it's nice. The races that are there are good. Some of them are close. Some of them are seriously hard. But it doesn't seem to be consistent in that way. I don't know. I'm sure it's something I just can't pinpoint it, you know? Right, there's a rest stop coming up or a petrol station. I might pull over there, get some rest and get some daylight at least. Let's get some sleep, get some daylight. Oh, okay. Still quite early. Making a move it. I don't think that worked, did it? No, it was 358. Oh, that's one of those things that's going to mess me up. Oh, never mind on that then. We're just going to have to drive through, unfortunately. Well, that didn't work out well, did it? Keep it in a straight line. Another truck closing in. Yeah, I do too when I'm in my single player, but on here I'll keep it in for effect more than anything. $366 away, can't be too far away now. Ooh. I'm too busy trying to look at where they're coming from. In-game time. How many hours did it sleep me for? Usually it's about 8 hours, isn't it? I don't know, I don't usually do this in multiplayer, so I know it's different timings in multiplayer, isn't it? Ah well. We'll live and learn. That wasted my trip time because that went from, yeah, it went from 60 hours, ETA 30. What is my trip time? No, 65. Did he actually sleep? Brother Luke, how you doing? I've seen it on the PS4, Ace Combat. I've always liked the look of Ace Combat games, but I don't know whether I'd find them rather limited in terms of the gameplay. How you doing, Luke? What have you been up to? What was that? I saw a truck. And he vanished. Oh, there's a multiplayer mode, is there? I didn't even know there was a multiplayer on it. I've always fancied picking it up when I had a PS4. Maybe I should wait until it's reduced in price and pick it up on the PC. Seeing as I've got the flight sticks and everything sorted on here now. You're just eating. Hope you brought enough for everyone then. Why has he got no trailer? Yeah, no trailer. He's probably got no speed restrictor on it. I use the speed restrictor, mainly because I'll end up crashing by going too fast. Oh my god, what was that? That's one of their invisible barriers again. God. That sucks. Lucky he passed, wasn't it? What do we got damage-wise? Only 2%. That's nothing. Yeah, pretty much like that. That's just how it goes. Thank you very much. It's still in the making, the setup. There's still things to come and change. This is going to be 30 hours. I bet you know it's going to be like 15 hours of darkness in this game. Ugh. It was one of those roadside, what do you call them? Events, that was the word. They do these roadside events, don't they? And obviously I don't know why in multiplayer you tend to find that there's like one person standing there or a barrier sticking up that you're not going to see. Clearly that was the case here, and something was left behind that I didn't see. I'm down in Swansea. And where in the UK are you, Luke? Luke. Gotta say it, haven't you? Use the force. Pitch black. Ah, I hate driving at night. Sucks. I might drop into this station, see if I can get it to work. We still got 60 odd hours. I must have hit the wrong button or something. Two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, it doesn't work, does it? That's why. Ah, we give up. I've never tried doing that in multiplayer, so I'm guessing there's no need then. It's probably some kind of cheat you can do. Hold on, or am I full on? No, I'm fine. That's why you probably can only sleep when you need it. Maybe it's something like that. Warface? What is that? Oh, this might do. We get a little ferry ride now. Lovely. Why would you stop it there? I like Rainbow Six, but Rainbow is better. So why not play Rainbow Six then? Although I'm guessing it's because it might be more expensive. Continue. Honk honk. Well, yeah, that is always a good answer. I thought the shifter by here was a good idea, but I'm realizing it's a bit awkward for my arm by there because it's my arm. Although the shifter has tilted down after I was hitting that on to put the shifter on today. So I'll have to remount it. Wonder if I can mount it further over. Think. Oh, I don't know. I thought Rainbow Six isn't that like a first-person shooter, so wouldn't you want to use keyboard or mouse? I've got to admit, when it comes to first-person shooters, I was always keyboard or mouse, never really a controller person. Unless it was GTA, that's the only one I would actually play with the controller. Couldn't do that with keyboard or mouse. Weird that. Hold on. I keep forgetting where I am. I've got to change lanes when I want to get out of here. These are both my lanes. My God. Yeah, I've got GTA for PS4 and PC. I'm that crazy about it. Nah, I bought it first on PS4 and I've not got a PS4 any longer, even though I do have access to one. My son's got a PS4, but I'm PC only these days. Unless the PS5 comes out and that turns out to be utterly awesome. I think I've got Rage, never actually played it. Mad Max, enjoyed it, haven't finished it, but I need to. Well, I think I'm either about getting to the halfway or at halfway. I don't know, might be completely wrong. Ah, PS4 broke, can't be having that. What happened to that then? Did you throw it in a tantrum? Hello from Russia. I am good, thank you very much. How are you? Kustik, welcome. I believe that's how you said it, unless I just murdered your name, I don't know. I really enjoyed Mad Max. It's really good fun. The only thing I found kind of repetitive was some of the driving around from point to point got a bit laborious. You know, the kind of environment it is kind of plain anyway. But graphics were really good. The game was done really well. Unless, of course, I was playing it wrong. There was plenty of side missions I was missing out on. Just pile on through, matey. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoy. Oh, look at Luke go. He's got the translations and everything. It won't be long before they start doing general text to speech. Oh no, speech to text. Or even speech to speech translation. I know they've started doing that in Skype. It'd be great when you can do it at anything you like. Shall I be really naughty? There's nothing coming. As he gets a red signal offense and then stalls his truck. He knows Russian and Spanish. I was always rubbish at language. Barely speak English. I'm guessing you're from the UK originally, or? Ah, Paris. Yes, 1:32 AM in the game. Not getting any later anytime soon. Oh, I did see ATS had a mod for the skies at night, where you could put high-resolution graphics to the skies. That sounded quite good. I might actually get that. Might make the nighttime a little bit more interesting. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody around. We're good. Do you play a lot of ETS too? I got hiccups. I got the hiccups. Well, they tend to say if you know Spanish, you can speak a little bit of Italian. Kind of close in some regards. Right, look out. Stay way clear. There'll be some random invisible car on my luck. Crash again. Ugh. That wasn't good timing. Yeah, that definitely looks more complex in Russian as well. I'll leave the pronunciation to you. So, we're starting with what, about 30 hours for this job, heading to the south of Italy. 23 hours, 55 to go, 701 litres in the tank, 1,021 miles to the destination. Probably going to have to top up yet again. If I can get the mileage down to about 900, then if I fill the tank up, we should be good to go. And hopefully by the time, we reach about, I don't know, 18 hours remaining, we might have a bit of daytime. That would be nice. Okay, we do have a horn. What was that light at the top of the hill? That looks really weird. Ah, okay. Ah, it's just a sign, that's why. Thought somebody was having a party. Wonder if my other views are working. Well, that one's working. Let's do that for night time. Might look a little bit cleaner. Give you a bit more action. Oh my god, he's going with the bad jokes. I gathered that. Right, and I hate these things. Oh. Should hit my gear stick as well, I didn't even get the right gear. I don't know. What did one hat say to the other? God. Like, why do I get the feeling you just opened up a load of Christmas crackers and you're reading the jokes from them? Because they're that bad. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. Whew, that was lucky. This is going to turn into the joke-telling channel. Just as long as they're not filthy or bad taste, then we're fine, I guess. Otherwise, they'll have to be blocked. I don't know. How do they go through a forest? It's that bad, is it? Yeah, best not to. Trying to keep it like at least PG-ish. I might fail on that now and again, but at least then it's my fault. Most jokes are stolen from somebody, that's for sure. Right in. I'm just hoping it gets light at about 4 AM. It's currently, what, 2:30 in the morning and it's still dark. No. Andre, how you doing? Welcome. Oh my god. Hey Gareth, welcome. I think we're having a competition to see who can tell the worst joke. Luke's doing a really good job at that. Only messing. You see that? Nightbot's got it right. No abuse to the streamer. No, I mean it. Stop. Well, read up. You'll get some jokes. I don't know if you like them though. Oh, my fingertips are freezing. Do you reckon they could do a heated wheel and get a heated up off a USB cable? That would be quite good. I think I could go for that about now. Steering wheel's freezing. Maybe I need to turn the heating on. Nah, we got nothing, just icy. I drove out from here and went up the hill to get my son to school and the bus was stuck at the top of the hill. I was like, well, okay, no problem for me. It was a little bit slippery, but nothing major. Other than that, just, you know, sheets of ice really on the pavements. Other than that, there was nothing. But then we get that most times because it's smack bang on the coast. If there is going to be snow, it usually dumps further inland and we get nothing where I am because I'm smack on the edge of the sea. Out. Why is there a sign like that? Probably means something's... Oops, don't want the lights off, want them on. Or I get banned for no lights. Ah, but where are they living now? I'm guessing they're no longer in Wales then. And you're not missing much. Kind of like Scotland, really. At least it is in Aberdeen. I went to Aberdeen. And I was like, you know what? It feels like I'm back home. It was kind of weird because it's it's like on the coast as well. And the area I was in was right on the coast in Aberdeen as well. And it was kind of eerily close feeling, you know? Ah, yeah, see now, if he was still living down here and she'd moved down, I was going to say, surprised you haven't visited, but yeah. Question is, who drew the short straw here? Right, we just hit 3 AM in the game. Ooh, that's exciting. I think the sky is starting to get a little lighter. Can't tell. Ah, it is. The very last time I was up there, which is a fair few years ago now, it snowed. Oh my god, that was a really cold day. It was nice and dry where I was, flew up, landed, and was like, ah, great. It dumped a load of snow. Well, I can't get over how quiet it is in multiplayer for a change. Clearly, if you play it in the daytime in the UK, it's nice and quiet. There's next to no problems. Ports aren't too busy right now. Everybody must be in school. Nice. Yeah. See? Told you the name would change. Refresh the stream, it should change now. With a little luck. Sorry for everybody who joined the stream looking for Dirt Rally. Wasn't my fault, honest. Yeah, they definitely need it, or they need something. Even if the AI was clever enough to render cars when there was less than, I don't know. Oh, why do I get the feeling I want to go that way? Walked out at 1 o'clock? That doesn't sound like a very clever thing to do. But why did they exclude you? Click. Yeah. That's the same thing that I tell my son. Is that you can guarantee if somebody does something to you, if you do it back, you're going to be the one who gets the blame, because you're going to be the one who gets seen. And 9 times out of 10 that is the case. Yeah, you know, yes, he shouldn't have pushed you, but then, you know, I always say, you know, it's not worth the hassle at the end of the day. And the teacher should know at the end of the day there's going to be 2 people involved in that, and it's probably wrong to exclude one. I assume the pair were excluded. You know, yourself and your friend. But is it really the right thing to do to exclude somebody from a lesson? You know, I'm sure there's other things they could have done and kept the lesson going. I was just saying that the teacher should know better, that there's always 2 involved, so I was wondering whether your friend got excluded as well, or was it just you? It's a bit wrong to exclude one without the other. Yeah, that's what's wrong, you see. You know, it takes 2 to tango, and the teacher should know that. So if there's 2 people involved, then, you know, sort it out like. Well, it won't be much longer, will it? What's the time now? Yeah, well, 3:45 now, so for me anyway. God, I need my hands warming up. Used to fancy his maths teacher. I'm trying to think back. I can't remember. I don't think any of my teachers were hot. At least the females ones. I wasn't looking at the male. Let's get that straight, shall we? I'm trying to think. I don't think I had any hot female teachers. English, no. Welsh, no. I think all the rest were male. Kind of sucks. God. I think you go all through those years and you didn't have any candy to look at. That sounds really bad. I'll stop. Nah, I had nothing special as far as I remember. Mind you, I did try to block out most of my memory from those years. It was quite painful. Well, yeah, you don't need friends like that, do you? That was truly. Hey, come on now, you can't be talking like that, no entry. You know, getting married soon, don't want the missus to find out, like. Be getting jealous. Well, you clearly need to find somebody else to hang with, so just hang with your girlfriend, it might be easier. Shouldn't it? Ooh, the sky is getting lighter. I likes it. 4 o'clock. Come on. Well, it can't be helped. You just have to, you know, lessen the contact with him as much as possible. Maybe he's jealous. Who knows? He threw your books at him. Teach you a lesson. Have some books. No problemo. Ciao for now. So what we got? Oh, 4:16 in the morning. We've got, oh, it's 383 litres. We need to get some fuel. We're down to 656 miles. You're on fire. And we're catching up with the guy in front, and we need fuel, hopefully. So from here on in, we've got to look for fuel. Remember that. Oh my god. Can this guy drive straight? Why are you swerving around so much? It's not that difficult to keep a straight line, is it? What? Oh, you must be playing with controller or keyboard. Well, he's... I would go by, but... Or is he on the ice mod? Yeah, well... It's a tunnel. Just go. And the thing is, see, That's just funny just watching. There's no way I'm trying to overtake you through a tunnel. I'm going to get taken out. I'm just going to leave him there. That's your doppelganger. It's your twin. Oh, trust me to find the longest tunnel in the game. What? By the time I come up the other side, it'll be daylight. How can you not? It's got to be playing keyboard in the snow mod. Because even if you drove in the snow with the wheel, it'll be smoother than that. Oh, please. Is he turning? Oh. It's almost tempting to go the wrong side of the road. It would be nice if you just pulled over, wouldn't it? Oh, you... Oh. That's my done. He had to go. I didn't even get to go round him. He just crashed right in front of me. That's 24% damage to the truck. Thanks, buddy, because you're a... I'm not going to get around this guy because he's not going to pull over, is he? Yeah, you know, if you're driving a truck that you're not in control of properly. Right, I'm not going to get that close to him again. You think, okay, I'll pull over, let the other guy go, I'll carry on with my game. No. In this instance, you carry on driving like a complete and utter... And, yeah. If I had the speed, I'll go through there and see if I can get around him, but I know I haven't got the speed in this truck. Not with the damage, anyway. Can't even catch him. Why? Has he just found the indicator and learned to it? I think you got the gist of it. It's not going in gear now. Have I lost my top gear? Yep. Ain't got 14th anymore. Right, back to fuel hunting. sun needs to be a little bit high. If I reckon another hour and we'll have some good scenery to look at, we can go to a normal view then. No, there isn't. People can crash into you and cause damage. You can report them, and if you've got evidence to show, they can get banned. I don't know why they don't do a server, though, where there's no collisions anywhere. But then you think, well, what's the point? I don't know. I believe that SCS is supposed to be doing their own multiplayer, but whether that's true or whether it's coming out, I have no idea, to be honest. It'd be good if they did. Perhaps they can implement something. You could do it like, you know, you can drive with damage on or drive with damage off. You know, you can't damage anybody else and no one can damage you, or can drive it on and you risk driving and losing your load. I guess it would be down to the user then as to how they want to play. Oh, fuel stop. Alright. I need fuel. I forgot about that. I was too busy yapping again. Why do I get the feeling I've gone the wrong way? Because I have. Balls. So, question is... how naughty do you want to be? I don't know how big my trailer is, but I don't think I can turn it there. Turn it by here. Yes, I know it's wrong way. Shh. Fill her up. Yeah, I mean, multiplayer is better whether you're playing with a group of people, I think, at the end of the day. Unlike this, where I'm on my own, but I've come on because I'm just trying to move multiplayer forward for myself, you know? So like now, this is a fairly long job. I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze in another job after this. I may have to push off because I've got things I need to do. But, you know, if I don't crack on and try multiplayer and get used to it, then it's not going to go anywhere, period. Hello there, SHK. How you doing? Oh. Whew. Scoop, welcome. How's your day been? Has it just started? Is it about to finish? Who knows? Oh, there's the damage. Little cough and a splutter. I reckon we can change the view. I think it's getting light enough now. Let's have a look, shall we? Wow, there's a lot of detail down there in the back rail yard. So yep, we're heading through Italy now, by the looks of it. The scenery's definitely changing. No problem, good to see you, new entry. Speak to you soon. Bus driver? I was gonna say, this ain't no bus, what an insult. Well, let's say driving a truck is a hell of a lot easier than doing dirt rally. It's nice to come in and have a nice relaxing game. Yep, get away. They're dangerous, they are. Crash into one of those guys standing on the side of the road. They stand there as if nothing's happened and your truck is wrecked. Hey! My passengers are fine, the stowaway's in the back. Nah, I was thinking what to do later on. I don't know. I think dirt rally, getting into rallycross again might be on the cards. I don't know if I might. It's either that or single player ETS, but I don't think I'll do single player ETS tonight. Trying to think if there's anything else I fancy, but I gotta admit, every time I think about it, dirt rally's the only one that comes up. Unless I do a couple of practice laps on a set of Corsa, see if I can improve my time there, but a set of mods. What car are you working on? Anything in particular? I'm taking it as a car, not a track or something. Maximilian is ahead. It's the wrong gear. That's the right one. How many cars do you need? There are some rubbish ones out there, so... But if you find any good ones, feel free to drop a link in Discord. I'm always happy to add more cars to my collection in Assetto Corsa. What's your genre of car then? Are you more of a drift guy, or GT3, or just after road cars, or anything? Have you got a go-to car? Oh, that's a nice view. You can't see that. It's off camera, but there's a plane travelling just in front of the sun. Looks really good. Just need the road to go that direction towards the sun, and we'll have some nice views. Bologna. Heading past Parma. I take it you're in the Assetto Corsa Facebook group where you get cars and stuff there as well. Everybody, Assetto Corsa car mods group. I find that kind of useful. I hop on there now and again. Yeah, there's loads of group on Facebook, and there's loads of people who post their cars and things. A lot of them are downloadable. It's worth having a look, or at least signing up to. Keeps you in the loop as well, you know. See, look at that bridge. I don't even think you can drive over that. If it is a bridge. It looks like a bridge. Why can't you use it? Why can't we drive over that? Why? If that building there is funky. Yeah, there's a few websites I see, and I don't know whether that's one I've seen before. I'll certainly can take a look at that at some point. Oh, here we go again. What happened last time I saw one of those signs and crashed into something? We've got 8 hours and 56. What's the time? Oof, okay. By the time I get to the end of this, I'll have to log, because I'll have to make a move. That's not a problem though, not the end of the world. Been a nice relaxing drive. Would I get into trouble? No, but it just means there might be a copyright claim and all that jazz, and yeah, I just don't bother with the radio. I let my watchers, they can play their own music in the background. Put your radios on. Don't have it too loud though. Or you won't be able to hear my sultry tones. More likely to put you asleep though, but there you are. It's a shame you just can't play the music you like, you know? Unfortunately, in this day and age, everybody wants a piece of the pie. It's just like any game. It's to do whatever the game is. This is trucking. Well, that's the thing. I've said the same thing. It's like, okay, it's a trucking game. What's the point? So you pick up a load, you take it to your destination, you park it up, drop it off, job done. You know, do it over and over. But it's one of those games where it's just a relaxing game. It's easy to get into. There's a little bit of difficulty involved in terms of some of the traffic that you get if you're playing single player, or some of the parking. I enjoy the parking aspect more than anything. Other than that, the views are really nice. You know, it's always changing. There's always something different. The maps are fairly large, so it's very rare you get to see the same area twice. And even if you do, you're usually seeing it from a different angle, because it may be on a separate road, or you're going in the opposite direction. So it's a completely different outlook on the same area. ultimately, you know, it's to build your company up within the game. You could do multiplayer, play with your friends, have a laugh, have a chat as you're driving around. You know, it's like, why do people go to car meets in real life? It's just there. It's a social thing, isn't it, at the end of the day? Some people go for the racing, some people go because they want to look at the trucks or the cars or whatever you've got. Some people go because they've got a broken truck and they need to go to the repair centre. Right. You know, if you can break it down into, you can cruise to your destination. You can take the speed limiter off and take your truck as fast as you can and get there as fast as you can. You know, you can play it how you see fit. It's pretty much an open game. As long as you're trucking, it's all good, you know? Must admit, when I first got it, I didn't think I'd get into it as much as I have. Nah, I use a limiter. If I go full speed, I'll be crashing. So I limit myself to 55. I can take the speed limiter off, but yeah, it usually ends in way more damage than I have now. And the beauty is, you know, it's an old game. You can pick it up on the cheap. I can't. That's foot to the floor. Plus my truck is damaged. Because I had some guy in front of me who decided to crash and took me out with him. So this is about as fast as it goes right now. We're limited to 55. Jazzed it up with a couple of exterior shots for you. How's that? So, got 24% damage, 6 hours 37 remaining for the trip destination, 58 hours remain. I don't get that. That's said about 60 hours all along. It hasn't changed. I don't get it. Yeah, damage is through the roof on this. It's still 6:52 AM. Multiplayer timing is so different to single player. $265 cars, that's just crazy. Yeah, then go to your car folder, right click and do properties. How many gig is that? Wonder if you're pushing something like 50 gig just for cars. $32.8 gig just of cars alone. And then if you added your tracks on top of that, that's probably pushing another 30 gigs. So that's 60 gig just for tracks and cars, probably. Wonder what the whole game directory is like. I take it you've got a lot of free hard drive space, right? Keep adding cars the way you're going, you'll soon be filling up. Eh, 10.4. I don't know what tracks. I think I've just got the base tracks and a few extras on top. I haven't done too many on tracks. I haven't downloaded too many cars, to be honest. There's a lot of people who mod, but there's a lot of people who don't bother with sorting the handling of the car. So you may have a nice looking car, but sometimes the car handles like pants, you know? Stay inside. Chocolate, hello, how you doing? Nah, that's a AMD system, innit? This is the NVIDIA Surround. But for ETS, you need to use the ETS guide to multi-monitor, which I think should be the same for both systems. I've not really looked into setting up multi-monitor on ETS, but there is a guide out there. 320 cars. You can hit 500. You can do it. And then your mission is to take each and every car around the Nordschleife track. Addy, how you doing? Long time no see. What have you been up to? We're just heading to the south of Italy. I've got another, what, 4 hours to go, and then we'll be there. Looks like it's only going to be the one trip for today because I've got things to do after this trip. I should be able to squeeze the whole trip in and get there on time and finish it. Wow. A long, was that a single track road all the way there, you know, point A to point B, or is it on a loop? Or the oldest gamer, good to see you. How are you doing? I do like a lot of the point A to point B. Been having a look at that. That's like you've got the California Highway, haven't you, in Project Cars and things like that. Starting to get into those tracks now. We're doing great, thanks. School's got to come first, we all know that. Got to get that sorted. What have you been doing, the oldest gamer? Have you any news for us? Look at that scenery, that looks really cool. He's ripping down there. If that's asking me a question about how much I earn in work, it's not something I'm going to answer. There's a limit to what I answer, and that's one of them. I'll tell you this much, I'm not made of money. I work hard, long hours-ish. Hey, long hours, okay? Shush. But yeah, it's what I do, it's not, doesn't pay the earth. Yeah, Doom is good. I got myself Doom VR. I should get back into that. I haven't got far on that at all. I managed to get through Doom itself. There might be some downloadable content I need to get for that game. Get back into it a bit. But yeah, I've got my eye on Alaskan Trucker as well. It's in my list of ones to look at and get. Oh well, yeah, I didn't go into the shop and buy this all at once. I'm all that nuts. I can't say I got on with Doom VR either. It's something where I tried. Had a few issues, so I never really got into playing it. But now I've got a new system, perhaps it will work a lot better for me. The Demon Highway one, good to see you. Yes, I have tried ETS. It is very good in VR. VR is not on for everybody though, unfortunately. Ashton, good to see you, welcome. I got another 3 hours in game, and then I'll probably be logging off because I have to make a move and do some trips in the real world. Thanks very much for those kind words. That's part of the fun with YouTube. It's not going to happen overnight. I don't expect it to, but at the end of the day, it would be nice. You don't have to spend a fortune to get a screen. You know, it's all very well having, yeah, okay, 144 Hz screen is nice, but, you know, I was gaming on a 60 Hz monitor, you know, 24-inch. I wouldn't go lower than 24-inch these days, and you could pick up a tiny 24-inch from about 150 quid. £200 will get you a very good one, and then really when you start spending £200, you're looking at 27-inch monitors come into it. And then you can increase your resolution. You can go from 1080p to a 1440p at 27-inch. And then you'll get a nice screen. Personally, I would stick with IPS or a... If you really have to, you know... You could look at others, but I probably wouldn't go near TN on the cheap end. A good quality TN panel... Yeah, there are ones out there, but you are paying quite a lot for them. Yeah, this is it. I mean, you know, as I say, yes, I've got 144 monitors. I don't use them on 144 Hz though when I'm streaming, because I can't stream and do 144 Hz at the same time because it makes my graphics go choppy as anything. But even at 60 Hz, you know, it looks really smooth. No, I don't. There's no restriction. It's your choice. Just because one person might tell you you've got to have 144 Hz, doesn't mean you have to. If your budget gets you the monitor you want with 144 Hz, yes, I'd recommend it. I mean, I've been running 60 Hz monitors until I purchased these. Yes, there is a difference between 60 Hz and 144. Even 100 Hz, you'll notice a difference. Am I glad I went for G-Sync 144? Yes, I am. Because I do see the difference when I'm gaming and just gaming. Does it mean I'll never buy a 60Hz screen again? No, but it will be a checkbox. If the option is available, I would certainly go for the 144Hz. Yeah, if you've got the budget, absolutely, without a doubt, go for the higher frequency monitor. You know, as long as it's got good reviews, you don't get any ghosting or blurring at 144 or anything, you know, and to be honest, it's those speeds you shouldn't really be noticing anything, then go for it. It's a winner, you know? But don't go for a budget panel that tells you it does this, that, and the other, because most budget panels that say they're gaming and say they do this, that, and the other do not compare to the higher end panels, which are much better. And that's the bit that people get stuck with. They go for a budget panel that's got all the bells and whistles, but when you compare it like to like for a higher quality panel, it's nowhere near as good. I mean, this is why you'll have monitors £500, £1,000. You know, yes, they're expensive, but that's because they do the job. You know, if you were buying, say, a 34-inch and you're looking about £300 or less, and it's got gaming, this, that, and the other, it's usually cheap for a reason. Well, as I said, not all shops will have the screens. You know, where I live, yeah, they got some monitors there, but it's the low-end stuff out on display. You don't get the opportunity to try. The beauty is, if you do ordering, at least in the UK, you can test the monitor out. If the monitor is bad, you've got the option to send it back within 14 days. It's a bit of a rigmarole to do it. But to be honest, I go by reviews. Most of the reviewers for monitors are very critical, and they'll give you a pretty straight answer. The only issue with monitors is backlight bleed. Every manufacturer has a problem with backlight bleed. IPS has the IPS glow, suffers from backlight bleed as well, just like every other screen out there. TN panels will suffer from it. You know, they all do it. It's just a lottery. You're just lucky if you get a panel with no defects and no backlight bleed. I was pretty lucky with these. These are pretty good. All three of them. They're all pretty good. There's a little bit of a patch in the corners, but nothing that I can see with the naked eye when it's set correctly. The camera captures a little bit of it because the camera will always accentuate the problem. So when you see black screens on here, you'll see in the corner maybe a bit of a glow. I think on this one you get a little bit of glow at the top. From the naked eye though, I don't see anything there, and the glow here is very pale. There's next to nothing there. It's almost blending in. What gets me is these are monitor manufacturers have been making these monitors for how long? But things like backlight bleed are still things that haven't been resolved to this day and age. You know, so they know what causes it, but yet no one seems to have designed a fix or implemented a fix for it. And I really wonder what it is that prevents them from doing it. Because the day that a monitor manufacturer can make, say, let's get it right, can make something like an IPS panel that doesn't have any bleed and has, you know, a quality panel, has the resolution, it's nice and crisp, they'll be laughing. Everybody will want to buy it. I mean, that should be good panels. FreeSync. Are you using an NVIDIA card or AMD? And what model NVIDIA card are you using? It's not a screen that I'm aware of. I'd have to read reviews. Thanks very much, Oldest Gamer. Oh, the red one? Yeah, driving alone, but I'm nearly done, to be honest. We are just, what, 6 minutes away from our destination, and I'll have to be heading off myself soon. Oh my god. Right, gears, there we are, 10th. There's 12th. Vapes, good to see you. Thanks very much. Yeah, well, if you decide to go FreeSync, make sure it's a 10 series minimum. FreeSync will only work on 10 series and above with the new NVIDIA drivers. Otherwise, you're going to be buying a monitor that you can't use with your card. Ah, that's alright. I came on just to do a trip and a stream because I had some spare time, to be honest. And I couldn't decide if I was going to do multi or single player, so I thought, nah, you know what, I'll just go on, do a multiplayer stream. If somebody wants to join, they can. If they don't, it's not a problem. That's going to be a bad turn. That's not going to go in, is it? Right, those gears. Right. Even after all that damage. Satisfactory, yeah, not surprised really. That truck that decided to crash in front of me didn't end well, did it? You know what? The 1070 is a good card. I'm toying with making a second PC. If I do make a second PC, I may need to buy a new graphics card, because the really old 460 graphics card that I got stuck in a cupboard upstairs as a backup card, I think may have died. But I won't know until I try it out in the new rig, if and when I decide to go ahead with it. But I've decided if I do need to buy a new graphics card, the new 2060 looks like a cracking card. For what? For about 350, 380 quid, you get a card that's nearly as good as a 1080, which is kind of a cracking deal. Because for that PC, I don't need anything special, but even a 2060 is going to be a pretty good card. I could go cheaper. You know, I could go for the older series and go for something like 1050, but then it's going to be really lackluster. And if my main PC goes down and I want to use the second PC, it's like, ugh, it's going to be hard work. Yeah, it's, you know, if you want to get a little bit more and you don't want to spend a fortune, the 2060 looks like it's going to be a really good card for the majority of people. 1080p gaming, you know, it's going to give you more than 60 frames a second at any time. It's going to work well with almost any chip out there. To me, I think that's going to be probably the biggest or the hottest buy from NVIDIA at the moment for the price. It's got one of the biggest bang for buck, you know? I'm kind of tempted with it. It's not going to replace the card I've got on this rig, a 1080 Ti, sorry. I'm not keen on getting a 2080 Ti for this rig. I'm still in the mind I'm better off skipping this edition for this rig. But if I go with a second rig for a backup and to do streaming with, anything that's close to a 1080 I'm going to be happy with in performance. So yeah, it's on the card, shall we say, as if all else fails, that'll probably be the one. Because if you see the reviews for it, 1080p, even 1440p, some games it does really well in. It's on par with the 1070 and the 1070 Ti, and I think it's not far off a 1080 either. So yeah, definitely if anybody's in the market for the card and they don't want to splash out and they really need a brand new card, I think the 2060 is probably the one to look at. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Let's get into the map, see where we are. So we've ended up down in, well, just around the corner from Naples. So if you're interested in doing some multiplay on the stream with me or at any time, join the Discord. What will happen in the future now, I'll be looking to at least give some kind of notification that I'll be doing multiplay stream. I don't know whether it will be 24 hours. It'll probably be on the day with at least a couple of hours notification. If you see it and you want to tag along, I'll put in where it's starting. And obviously you can join then. So feel free to do so. If you're interested in any of that, join the Discord. Feel free to do so. Thank you very much. If you've enjoyed the stream today, please leave a like. It really does help the channel. And for all those of you in chat who have said hello, thanks very much for popping in. It's great to have you and great to speak to you all. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. So take care.